everybody, you're watching Park Pass. My name is Chris, and today I'm in beautiful EPCOT, and right behind me is the French Pavilion. And I'm going to do a secret revealed about why this is probably the best land here at all the World Showcase. What? You can argue with me down in the comments down below, but this has got some cool things that you might not know of. So let's go do it. So you have to walk across the English Channel to get into the French Pavilion. But you want to look down, you can see they have like you know, in France, there are a lot of people that are doing the artwork and painting. Well, right down there, you can see that they're painting. And what are they painting? They're painting the friendship boat, and it's a little building right there across from it. The other thing you want to notice when you first come into the French Pavilion is these green boxes. Now this is just like when you are in France. When you're in France, they have the river there, and along that, these boxes. Now these boxes in France, they're a little bit longer. But what they do is they open them up, and they're like bookshops. They have papers, they have maps, they have books, and art. People are selling their stuff there. Then at the end of the night, they close it, they lock it up, they go home for the night, and the next morning they come back and they reopen it up. This is just like being in France. The postcards, everything you see, little knickknacks you can buy as a souvenir.
That's also why I picked my broker, because then I can just call my manager and
Now, the French Pavilion is kind of unique to the other World Showcase this country because it has two attractions. You've got the Beauty and Beast sing-along, if you count that as an attraction, and also it's got Ratatouille. Ratatouille! Now, each of the World Showcase lands, like, you know, you got Germany, Norway, Japan, they all have the exact same square footage. They're all the same. So one doesn't dominate over another one. They're all the same. But over here in the French Pavilion, they really maximize their space. Wherever you look, you got like crepes, you got a really nice restaurant. It goes back there, which will show you. You got more French food. They try to maximize their every little square inch here to have the most amount of things here in the French Pavilion. This is a fun one. So right here, you got this little like kind of like a octagon. In France, this is a toilet. They're public bathrooms. You open them up in public bathrooms. But they also have like little like advertisements and artwork displays for different museums that you can go visit, just like if you were in France. But that would have been a bathroom. Right here behind me, we have Le Chef France. It's a very fancy. Hi, how are you guys? It's a very fancy restaurant, and I've made reservations. I'm gonna take you there. At the end of the video, we're gonna go into the Chef de France and eat there, and I'll show you what that restaurant's like. I've actually never eaten inside it before, so I'm excited. All right, now we're gonna go into the back of the French Pavilion and show you all the cool things they have here. This is awesome. Behind me, you got some fountains and some nice greenery, and that takes you back into like the Beauty and Beast sing-along, and I'll take you through there. Now, if you go this way, you're going to see the entrance into Ratatouille. It's almost tucked right behind. Plus, there's a really good creperie back there as well. So let's go back there first, and then we'll come back this way here. This is the walkway to Ratatouille. There's some nice shops over there. I'll show you a little later on. We're gonna walk all the way back to see Ratatouille. Ratatouille is a very fun attraction. It's a trackless ride. It was debuted in France at Disneyland Paris at their Walt Disney Studios park, and they brought it over here. It's almost an identical version of it here in America in EPCOT. Very fun attraction. Usually very long wait, just so you know. This is the sign to Ratatouille, but if you notice, there's a little sign off here. That tells you how long the wait is. It's 65 minutes, which is about standard. And we're gonna walk back here because there is other things to do besides just ride Ratatouille. The architecture you see is very reminiscent of being in Paris, France. What you're looking at here is mostly reminiscent of Paris. All right, so directly behind me is a creperie. They have all different types of crepes. They got savory, they got sweet, and they are awesome. I would highly recommend checking out those crepes. Now, if we go this way back here, there's a really good bathroom. Not a lot of people use that restroom, so it's usually very empty. And then right back here, you have amazing stroller parking, some great stroller parking right back here. So for when you're riding Ratatouille, bring a stroller back here, no problem.
you're in the card.
All right, now remember how I told you here in the French Pavilion, every little square inch they're using? Well, right behind me is a creperie. That is the to-go creperie, right? But then if you go right here, they actually have a restaurant that has all the to-go items plus even more that's right here. Ah! This restaurant here is awesome because it's usually not too crowded and you get all the different crepes you want, but even more. They have a lot of savory crepes, but I recommend getting the ham and cheese because that's kind of a classic. So if you don't have the time, you don't want to go to the restaurant on the inside, you can just go to this Grab and Go. Now the Grab and Go, they have a little more, they have some sweet crepes here. The one I absolutely recommend is this one right here, the butter and sugar. I know it doesn't sound as cool as the other one, like the vanilla and the Nutella and all the berry ones, But that is very reminiscent of what it's like in France, and it is so good. Butter and sugar. Make sure you get that one. So we have to talk about alcohol because we're in France. Now in France, alcohol has a very different relationship than we do as Americans. Here, like, they serve alcohol for almost every meal to enhance the whatever you're eating. So just wherever you go, just be aware they're gonna have different types of wines, Prosecco, champagne. That's all to enhance whatever you're ordering. But, you know, be responsible. All right, I'm gonna show you some Ratatouille merchandise, but I gotta warn you, the cheese puns are gonna be flying, guys, because, I mean, how could you not? So let's do this. This hat is so Gouda. Can you breathe it? Breathe it. Ah, that was not, that just didn't cut the cheese. That wasn't a good cheddar joke. Let me figure this out. All right. By the way, I had one good friend. He wore his hat and he applied to go to Harvard. No matter how you slice it, these ears are awesome. If you like some lighter cheese, it lights up the cheese. By the way, my friend actually worked in a cheese processing plant and it blew up. Yeah, there was debris everywhere. Debris? Ratatouille has a very interesting history as far as merchandise goes with Disney. When it first came out, it was not very popular, but over the years, his popularity has grown exponentially. It is one of the most popular characters now as far as merchandise, but it comes and goes in waves. And but people love Ratatouille now, and the movie has become more and more beloved as it's been released on, you know, Disney Plus, home theater. Okay, this is a mess. It speaks English and French, depending on which little paw you squeeze.
That was great. I want to make things. Je veux cuisiner des bonnes choses. I want to make things. Je veux cuisiner des bonnes choses. I want to make things. Je veux cuisiner des bonnes choses. Chaque parfum est différent. Each flavor is totally unique. Chaque parfum est différent.
Each flavor is totally unique. This is a Walt Disney World kind of exclusive. They don't have these at Disneyland. These chef hats, and inside you can see a little Remy, and then you hit the top. It'll actually pop out the top, so people can wear this little hat. And a little chef hat. Ready? Oh, wait, I gotta push the button. Come on, Remy. And this is one of the most popular items they sell. It's a little wrap, it's Remy, and it's got a little patch here. You put this underneath your shoulder and then it sits on your shoulder, and you can see a lot of people walking around with Remy on their shoulder. I mean, like, do you need two, like a good Remy and a bad Remy? I don't know, but just a Remy. Right behind me is the entrance to Ratatouille. You're gonna see a fountain with some champagne bottles and like little rats that are dancing on it. They have that exact same fountain at Disneyland Paris. I mean, they're identical. Here's the fountain here. You can see you got a little Remy. There's like kind of spitting some water. There's on top there dancing with plates. And they got these champagne bottles. They're popping. The exact same fountain is at Disneyland Paris. It is identical. It's fun to see they have it here as well. And this is the entrance to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. There you go. Now, I need to show you what at the exit of the ride, the attraction Ratatouille. Let me show you this cool little thing. Great photo op. Right at the exit, you have the little Vespa scooters. You got a red Vespa scooter, and then you have this like little bullet bike here in France. And anybody can sit on it. You get a nice little photo op and check it out. It's so fun. Do you know why the Vespa fell over after a long day of work? Because it was too tired. Now I'm gonna take you into a few shops and then take you into a restaurant. We still have more. This is why the French Pavilion is so good. There's still, I've only maybe covered not even half of it. So yeah, and that attraction is awesome. The line does get very long though. I'm just gonna tell you that it gets very long. Right now it's a 70-minute wait. So be aware, it's kind of a long line. All right, so here we just left the Ratatouille area, and I'm gonna come over here and they have a bunch of shops. I'll show you the first size shops, then we're gonna go eat, and then I gotta show you the back area. There's so much food here to look in, here at the French Pavilion. So let's go first in to look at these different shops. Okay, so this here, the second you walk in, You can just smell it. It's absolutely amazing. There's lots of different perfumes here. It's very perfumey when you come in here. All right, I'm exiting out, and we also have this little here, Plume et the Palette. Now, Disneyland Paris, they have a thing called the Parisian Mini, and Parisian Mini is awesome. She looks different than the Mini we have here in the United States. She's got really long legs, massive eyelashes, bright red lipstick, and very, like, her legs, she's always showing her legs. So this is like the Parisian Mini. They have lots of this here in Disneyland Paris and also here in the French Pavilion. Bonjour. This is like a little serving tray, but this is like the most, I can't think of anything that's more Parisian Mini than this. She's out in the field, looks like a lavender, reading a book, got a little bicycle flowers. She just needs a baguette and it'd be perfect. Now, when you come to the store, you gotta really take your time and look up. You can see this amazing glass work up on the ceiling. And you can see the amazing glass work, it's awesome. Now, of course, they've got berets for sale. It's funny though, because my friends in France, they say that this is more touristy type of thing, but they are really fun to have, and they have tons of different colors to have here as well. And they have scarves. I mean, if you're gonna get a beret, get the scarf to go with it. All right, so right behind me is the Beauty and the Beast sing along. There's also another shop that you gotta check out. Check out this shop. This is awesome. I love that. They also have a bunch of different things for, like, you know, fromage, cheese cutting board, because you need that. I bet you Amanda's gonna want that. Okay, so this is like the little Ratmobile. It's what the car looks like when you ride Ratatouille. Now, what's interesting is at Disneyland Paris, when the ride first opened, they had these for sale. They no longer sell these in Disneyland Paris. I don't know why, but they sell them here in America. So a lot of my cast member friends at Disneyland Paris, they've asked me to get these for them. All right, I'm gonna try to show you this pin. There's amazing detail in this pin here in the French Pavilion. Check this out. All right, so I don't know if you can see that. You see there's Emile and Remy. Emile's his brother. And you also see the Eiffel Tower, but the Eiffel Tower is made out of like forks and knives and a salt and pepper shaker. And then it opens, if I can open it, to reveal Remy. Look at this. They also have a chef like smock you can buy. It's like, yes, chef. And then the back of it, ici, I don't know what that means. Moi, that means I'm the chef. I don't know what that is. I got it. This means here. Here. Ici, that means here. This means I'm. So it means here I'm the chef. Thank you. This is actually very reminiscent of shops in Paris. You got these little carts right here, and they sell these are like little things of art that people, like paintings, painters have drawn. There's like local artisans, they're selling their stuff. Almost every little shop you have in Paris is gonna have something like this. This is just like when you're in Paris. Now, behind me, all the way tucked in the corner, there's like a little place to get some food, and also another like souvenir shop. And some of the food here is amazing. It's kind of a grab and go type thing. All right, we're gonna walk right in here to, this is the first, you have like a little souvenir shop, okay? Cute little dresses. Of course, you have Eiffel Towers. You're gonna have some French flags because, you know, you are in the French Pavilion. I love that, okay? This here is, you have the Paris shirt. Look at that. With Mickey with a little beret on it. Fantastic. Walk over here. Oh, yeah, it's really good, different colors. Then over here, you got the Parisian Mini. There she is right there. A little rouge on her cheeks. Of course, she has to have that. There it is, La Parisienne de Mini. She's got some macarons sweet treats. Of course, they've got some great food here. And France is great. It's known for cooking. Bon appetit. And of course, what Princess Beauty and the Beast, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. takes place in France, so they love Belle here. All right, so this is a little quick grab and go. We walk right in here, and they have different sandwiches, they have different treats, and it's a little crowded right now. I'm gonna have to come back because it's so crowded right now, but I need to come back and show you the food that they offer here at this little quick grab and go. We're now gonna go to this amazing fancy restaurant and have some lunch. Right behind me is an amazing ice cream shop, and that line for that is always long. We'll come back to that. I have to go now check into this restaurant for our lunch, and then we're gonna come back and show you the food here and show you the ice cream parlor. This is where we're going to eat, this restaurant right here. And reservations are highly encouraged as this is a very popular restaurant. All right, we're gonna go into Le Chef de France. This is awesome. It's beautiful, you guys, I love it. This is very fun. You sit down, they're like, bonjour, merci. So it's very fun to sit here. My first time eating here. Okay, so here's the menu. How does this menu work? You have your appetizers, you have your entrees and desserts. Those are a la carte. You can just order just one of those or whatever you want. They also have this menu, this traditional menu. If you order this, it's like $67, like $68. You can choose one appetizer, then you can choose one of these main entrees and then one dessert. And then you also get one glass of Chardonnay or whatever drink that you want. They also have tons of cocktails and house specialties. And then they also have champagne and wines and all this stuff down here. A lot, like I said, this is all meant to enhance your meal, whatever you want to select. I asked our server what they recommend. They recommend the steak frites. They also recommended this. Which one is it? Now I've lost it. I can't find it. Oh, this one here, the beef. But they said to get the potatoes instead of the linguine pasta. They said that's really the best way to have it. So, I don't know. And they also recommended this cheese charcuterie. They recommend all of it. All of it's going to be good. Everything you're going to get here is going to be very well. You're going to enjoy it. Just keep in mind, it's a little more expensive to eat here because it is, it's a fine dining experience here. Okay, so this is what we ordered. We ordered the combination thing. And so we're trying the most French food that we can get. We're getting the snails as the appetizer. Then we're doing the steak frites, and they said to substitute the linguine for potatoes, which is what you did. They also said to get this chocolate dessert. It also comes there, they give you a glass of wine if that's something you want. And then we also ordered the cheese charcuterie board because why not? So this is what we ordered. And if you don't, if you're like, I don't want wine, you can get non-alcoholic beverages too. So yeah. They just brought us some salted butter, and then in this bag here is warm baguette, guys. Oh my gosh. Now, you know that French people love their food. We're here at this amazing restaurant. Oh, they're bringing our food. Yes. Oh, this looks so good. All right. Thank you so much. So I'll show you this here in just a second, but I have to tell you guys, there is another restaurant above us, and the restaurant's called Monsieur Paul. This was the very first restaurant in EPCOT. This is the finest dining you can do here at EPCOT. This restaurant is not open on Sundays, it's not open on Mondays, and it's only open for dinner. Restaurant reservations are highly encouraged, okay? It's a 7-course meal, and I'll show you this menu here in just a second. We'll zoom in on it, but it's a 7-course meal. So if you're going to be eating there, you're going to be spending some time and eating some incredible food. As you can see, they have caviar, a bunch of caviar here to eat at this restaurant. As it is a 7-course meal, this is the menu. You'll notice there's no prices because at the end, it just costs you $195, about $200 a person to eat at this restaurant. This is supposed to be one of the nicest restaurants. It is the first restaurant at EPCOT, and it's only open on Tuesday through Saturday for dinner. Now I have to show you, oh my gosh, check this out. Okay, this is some meat. You have the meat down here. This is blue cheese. This is brie. This is it's called edamame or whatever. It's kind of like a Swiss cheese. This is goat cheese. This is walnut bread. This is like a liverwurst pate, I guess. And then they got some, this is kind of like a mushroom stuff. I don't really know what that is, to be honest with you. You got grapes in there. You've also got some little tiny pickles in there. Then this is the escargot. These are, for those of you who don't know, those are snells. Snells, they taste like however they season it. This will probably be a little garlicky with pesto, and they're usually very delicious. Okay, so this is the escargot. See it right there? It's very warm. Tastes just like butter, garlic. It's delicious, actually. This is walnut bread. Goat cheese is amazing. That's a lot. I'm taking about half of that. That's my favorite. So I don't know if it's okay to do it or not. I'm just taking the baguette, taking brie cheese and putting it on the baguette. Because I like the baguette better than the walnut bread. Oh.
You're still doing good, so you want something to drink or you want to wait for the
Well, cheese is the best. Our server said that it's more than acceptable to put cheese on the baguette, because that's what we do in France. He's like, one bite just cheese and one bite with cheese and meat, and sometimes just the bread and meat. He goes, mix it around and try different combinations to get different flavors. You guys, it's so good. You guys, I'm slowing down. There's those prosciutto down there, and it's so good. But yeah, it's a lot. It's really good though. This was just our appetizer, and I'm already like, whoa, that's a lot of food. So we have that other meal coming out. But yeah, just be aware. That's this charcuterie board. It's a lot. Okay, so here's the beef, and it comes in this pot. This is the potatoes. Now it comes with on the menu. It comes with linguine, but our servers like, don't do that. They're like, ask for potatoes. It's better with the potatoes. So if you come here, ask for potatoes. And if you're wondering, it's braised beef in a Cabernet sauce with onions and carrots. Here's the potatoes. Excellent potatoes, of course. This is the braised beef. That's excellent. Okay guys, we just got our dessert. Our dessert is a 3-layer chocolate mousse cake with vanilla bean ice cream. We're going in. This is like a chocolate lover's paradise. That's what our server told us. If you like chocolate, this is the one to get. And it is chocolate. That's really good. I can't stop it. Can't stop, won't stop. That was, how was the food, Philip?
Amazing.
That was
absolutely amazing.
So good.
Very French.
Very French. Now I have to go show you something because we learned something here. I gotta go show you the entrance to this other restaurant, the Paul Monsieur. Okay, this is the Monsieur Paul. This is the very first restaurant ever in EPCOT. And it is amazing. You're gonna need reservations. It's not open on Sundays, it's not open on Mondays, it's only open for dinner. It costs how much? $195 per person. It's a 7-course meal with palate cleansers and everything between each meal. And when you make a reservation to do this, it takes between 2.5 to 3 hours. So when you make a reservation to sit down for this particular restaurant, it's gonna take you about 3 hours to have this amazing meal. And they say it's one of the best meals you get here in all of EPCOT and all of the kingdoms, the parks here. Yeah, Monsieur Paul, first restaurant in all of EPCOT, right here. Now I need to show you right here. This is called the Artisan de Glaces. There's 16 flavors. These are hand-scooped ice cream. And this is, they say, usually the line to get in here is very long. It's some of the best ice cream you can get here in all of EPCOT. I've actually never been in here because I'm not a person that likes ice cream, but I'm gonna show you all of it, show you what I can, because it's supposed to be the best ice cream. Philip says it is.
It is.
It's hand-scooped? Hand-scooped.
Always the best.
When you come in, you'll notice a little lantern up there. It's upside-down milk bottles, fresh milk to make the ice cream. And these are the flavors. And they change periodically, so you're gonna have to always come in and check out the new flavors, and they also have sorbet. Now, we are full, we can't order, but this is a hand-scooped ice cream. Come right here and you get your ice cream, you choose what you want, and they're gonna take care of it for you. Wow. Best ice cream in EPCOT. I am gonna walk you back in here to the deli, see if I can get in and show you some of the food they have here. Just gonna see if there's a way I can just kind of show you it, because it's a little bit of a line. When you come in line, they're gonna split you up and you go either right or left. It doesn't matter, you get the exact same food. So let me show you all the different food offerings here. All right, so these are the different types of things that you can get. You get like the quiche, you got brie, sandwiches. I mean, these are all different things. This one's very good. I love the croissant. So you can take a look at these. Look at this one. Oh, look at that one. It's very good. This is the croque monsieur. Now, if you've seen my Design Paris videos, I talk about the croque monsieur, but it's not the same as Design Paris. It's not as good here, guys. Get these instead, the croissants. Okay? Then you're gonna go around this corner and you're gonna start hitting all the desserts. This is where it gets really fun. Here's the different desserts that they have here, guys, and they're all good. Look at that chocolate croissant. Now, these ones here are very good. These are the macarons. It's like a lemon and raspberry. They only make a certain number for the day, and when they run out, they run out. So at the end of the day, they're usually gone. Just be aware, and that would be the one I would highly recommend. And then look at this, like bread with powdered sugar on it. It's all excellent. These are like the grab and go items. Excellent, excellent food. And then they got like a little seating area right behind you where you can sit down and enjoy your meal. Very nice. And it's also, this is a nice quiet area. You're not playing a lot of music. It's just more quiet. And so if you feel like you need to kind of escape and from the noise, this is a great place to do it. This is the other store. So I went in that store and showed you that. This is here. This is like the wine store. Look at this. They have like samplings, like the champagne samplings. You come in here and do a little champagne sampling. Inside the store, they also have a bunch of different types of wine, French wine that you can purchase. So, yeah, there you go. French wine. And I just want to show you this. They have these chocolates here in the store. I don't know why they have the vodka one, but they have these chocolates are filled with different types of like alcohol, like cognac or whatever. So be careful if you're buying these for your kids. Don't. These are for adults. So French chocolate. Okay, so the last thing I need to talk about is the Beauty and Beast sing-along. So they've actually, when you watch this, it's like a sing-along, the most popular Beauty and Beast songs. But it's a little weird the first time you're watching it, because the story is LeFleur, you know, Gaston's friend. Well, in this, they've redone the story, repurposed him as that he wants Beauty and the Beast to become a couple, and he's doing everything in his power to make them a couple. So it changes the whole dynamic of the story. And they've added some new stuff in it, like there's some unseen footage from the film put in here to make this happen. So LeFleur, he's the matchmaker. It's pronounced La Fou. While you're waiting to go in, they do have some like costumes. This is what Angelina Jolie wore as Maleficent, and then they also have a bunch of costumes over here from theater. This is from the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the different theater costumes over here. You've got, this is Cinema, the Three Musketeers, right over here. This is from the operas. So you come right over here and just kind of, you don't have to go in. If like you just want to come see these things, you don't have to go in. And here's the Phantom of the Opera. And then this over here is Beauty and the Beast, Belle. And you can see the little Luminaire from Beauty and the Beast, and Mrs. Pot and Chip. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching our video here about the French Pavilion. Which World Showcase Pavilion do you want me to do next? They each have some cool, unique things about them, but I think France might be the best because it's got 2 different attractions. You're gonna be singing along Ratatouille. It has the first restaurant. It's got amazing restaurants. It's got great grab and goes. So much to do here. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and I will have a much more content coming out for you. I gotta find a little spot where I can sit down and chat with you for a second, so let me find a spot and chit chat for you. With you guys, I think I found a good little spot right here. I just want to take this quick little moment to talk to you, and I am talking to you. I want you to know that if you are going through a little bit of a rough patch, or you're having some difficulty, maybe having a relationship problem, or maybe you don't feel appreciated at work and you're trying your hardest, and you haven't been recognized for all the work that you've done, or maybe you don't know why you just feel a little depressed or a little bit sad. If that's happening to you, I want you to know that it gets better. Things get better. They do. They always do. So if you're going through a little bit of a hard time and you're thinking to yourself, I don't know if it's gonna get better, I want you to know that it does. I appreciate you. You are unique, and you are awesome, and you are special. You make the world a better place. You do. So when you're here in the French Pavilion, you're gonna hear there's a song that is played a lot in Ratatouille. And it's interesting because I love that song. I think it's one of my favorite French songs. Though, I've had lots of cast members, Disneyland Paris cast members tell me, they're like, that it's a song that's written to sound French to appeal to Americans. It's not really what a French song is really like. And they say that the lyrics are kind of nonsensical. And so, but it's one of still my favorite songs. I'll play little clips of it, but I can't play too much because of copyright issues, but it's still one of my favorite songs. And you'll hear it all the time when you come here to the French Pavilion here at EPCOT. Now, put it down in the comments down below, which other world pavilions do you want me to do? And I will do a deep dive in one of those world pavilions, whichever one gets the most votes. I'll do it. So you guys are the very, very best. Thank you so much. Hit like and subscribe. And you guys know Joe by now. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, one last thing. If you at the very end of this video, you're gonna see these little cards going up and it's like there's names. Those are our Patreons. That's the Park Pass Patreons. And if you want to become a part of that amazing community, there's a link down below. For as little as $3 a month to become part of that community. You'll get your name on the ed card and extra bonus videos. All right, that's the end. Au revoir. French Pavilion is the very best pavilion in EPCOT. It has the most restaurants, it's got so much food, and it's got 2 attractions. It is so much fun. I love it. I love it. It's French. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you want to become a patron and have your name on this end screen, go ahead and click the link down below. And for as little as $3 a month, your name could be here and become part of the amazing Patreon community. Ah, we love you.